So we've decided that it's the best interest of both of us to part company.
There's only one thing that we love more than eating food with chopsticks, and that's photography.
All right, headed to the rodeo. You know, I was so jealous last year.
I can't wait for you to experience it today. It's going to be a blast.
You had all that great footage, and you had that interview with Matt Cohen, world's greatest rodeo photographer.
Yep.
And I was sitting there doing paperwork, I think, that day.
I think you were. But today, it's going to be exciting. There's so much that goes on. Every year I tell myself, I don't know that I want to go. And every year I show up and go, wow, that was a blast. It's one of my favorite things to shoot.
But it's a little moist today.
A little bit of rain, but you know what? They'll be there. It'll be a good day.
I'm looking forward to it.
So what they do is they shoot what they call slack today. This is like qualifying for the rodeo for the nighttime, for the money. So
it's not a lot going on here.
It's like, vacation, Hey, we're there early and we're going to be in the first spot. Easy to get out.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get the first spot. So maybe it's this over here. It's preferred parking passes only.
Yeah.
We must be preferred.
We prefer parking over here.
So, wow. Look, there's a person.
Wow, there's not a lot here. It's, why don't you sit in the car and I'll go check and see, maybe we're just a little bit early. I'll find out what time it's starting.
Okay.
It's going to be good. I'm excited. We're here.
Yes. Well, there's really nothing going on.
Some horses? I see horses this time.
Okay, well, right here. Well, there it goes. I don't know. I drove 3.5 hours, Brendan, to get here today. And I'm not seeing any rodeo going on.
Yeah, no, that's a waste of gas for you.
So I don't even see a horse.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't even see a cowboy.
What is he doing over there?
I don't know.
So is he just finding out of the ticket office?
I guess we'll see what happens.
I don't know. Oh, he's coming back now.
Well, there's a guy right there on his horse.
Oh, I do see a horse now. All right.
You are not going to believe this.
Oh, I believe whatever.
First time in like 20 years. They're not running slack today. They're waiting until tomorrow. I don't know if it's because of the rain. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
But
hey, Chopstick Guy, come and shoot the rodeo with me tomorrow. Drive 3.5 hours. What do we do?
Well, when life gives you lemons, throw those lemons away and find something else to drink or eat. Well, you know what? You're up here, so let's figure out something. There's got to be something we can shoot. People are setting stuff up.
Yeah, it's a guy shoveling. That's what he's doing. Setting stuff up.
I saw some horses in the back.
That's a guy in the restroom.
We can pretend it's a rodeo.
Do something instead of just sitting here.
I see some cows. Let's go out and see what we can shoot pictures of. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how many cool things there are here to see.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. So I'm going to use my 24-70.
That's what I'm using.
You can't copy me.
I'm totally.
You're always copying me.
Because you told me there's lots of great stuff to take pictures of.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
It's not fair. You have a lens cap.
You don't?
I told you.
Where's the lens cap?
I don't know. It disappeared.
Yeah.
This is where Lane Frost rode Red Rock.
Really?
At his infamous 8-second ride. Does that make it better that you're feeling the history now?
Yeah.
It was worth 3.5 hours to see where that happened.
You know, if I could actually see somebody riding it, that one right there.
Look, rodeo, here's happening. Told you, rodeo. We'll get your camera out. Rodeo. He's gonna go straight out.
Oh yeah.
nothing better than that icon. Look it. Is this exciting?
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you glad you're here?
Did you hear that sound? That's kind of how I feel. There, I'll take your picture.
Hey, yeah, right.
You found
I told you you'd get some up close rodeo action.
Wait, here we go. Gotta take a picture of marketing.
Look at this. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man. What is that smell? Okay, I was kind of upset when I came up 3.5 hours. Then I smelled goodness.
And I redeemed myself on it. For 3.5 hours. You should smell good. Oh, Steve, come here. Look at all this stuff there is to shoot. I mean, look at the. It's you got a whole, color. Look at it.
Leading
Beautiful.
lines.
Leading lines.
Color? Yeah, you're right.
I told you this was worth 3 hours drive.
Worse than the cows. Three and a half hours. Sure. Just come up and take pictures of the rodeo.
Well, I'm back at the rodeo, day 2. You know, if you follow along, you're going to find out Steve drove 3 hours yesterday to come up to photograph with me. And for whatever reason, they kind of changed how they're doing the rodeo, and there was nothing to photograph yesterday. So we've decided that it's the best interest of both of us to part company for today. So Steve had to go home. He's working on a project, and we each are working photographers, and we have our own projects also that we work on. He had something to do. He couldn't stay today. We actually had a good time yesterday. We shot some stuff, but today I'm gonna go out and shoot slack. I've said a number of times, slack is kind of practice. We're gonna head out now, and let's see what we can see today. I want to shoot pictures like Matt Cohen, but I don't want to work like him. Oh, these are incredible shots. Man, Steve, you should have been here today. This is just looking amazing. Okay, by no means am I a rodeo photographer. I'm just out here having fun today, seeing what I can get. So I've been getting some just static shots, just at about a 500th of a second, trying to freeze the action. I've been getting a lot of the same looking shots. So what I've done now, I've slowed my camera down to a 40th of a second and trying to get some panning shots. You know what, if this is not your job and you're just trying to get better and learn something, I suggest doing some things like that. Slow that pan down and see what you can get. It's a lot of fun out of getting the results by shooting a slow pan. All right, so we just wrapped up the rodeo. Man, this was a lot of fun shooting. Steve, you should have been here today. Sorry about yesterday, but here's what's happening. They've decided now that they're going to only make the guys come in that are going to actually try to ride in the evenings rodeo do slack that day. There was no slack for them yesterday because it was only bull riding, because they don't want guys to have to come in and have to stay for 3 or 4 days during the rodeo. So Steve, sorry about that, but man, we took some incredible shots today. Here's one of always the big takeaway is that whenever you like jump into somebody else's field where there are professionals that do this type of thing on a regular basis, watch them, look for them. I watched 4 guys today that are all PRCA rodeo photographers, and what I'm finding is look where they're shooting from and then try to get in close to that same position, because they know what's happening. They've been doing this long enough. Don't think you're going to jump into a sport like this and know how to do it right away. So again, the guys that have been doing this for a long time, you know, they have the advantage, and it's a lot of fun. I suggest if you have a rodeo coming into your town, find out when they're running slack, which is their practice or their qualifying time, and get in there and just have some fun and see what you can do.
3.5 hours. Ridiculous. 3.5 hours there, 3.5 hours back. And I'm just stuck here working on spreadsheets.